Alright, what's up guys, this is Spooky, and I want to talk to all of you monsters here on YouTube because the Capcoms actually put out a huge update about their Street Fighter V summer update, update. But anyway, let's go take a peek together guys. There's actually a lot of announcements in this, including new characters and some other news as well. And this is kind of the start of what it looked like. And they had some of the homies from the Capcoms here to talk to you guys about it as well. Anyway, a lot of you guys have a lot of opinions about this one way or the other, so I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say as well. Please let me know in the comments. Thanks to Nakayama and Matsumoto-san, of course, for both being here to talk to us about Street Fighter. The recent director and producer, of course. You know that Ono has gone on to do other things as well. Capcom, things change fast over there. My God, you gotta watch out. So anyway, there were actually a good amount of announcements as far as characters in this one. Hopefully you guys will be pleased. And also they've talked about their release schedule as well, which I'm not gonna lie to you, is gonna displease you guys because the release schedule also displeased me. But first I'm gonna let it happen. SF5 was like alright, I guess. It kind of grew, right? It started off so bad and everyone was just like, man, this shit is trash. And then since then it kind of has improved a little bit since then, for at least for the sake of the Street Fighter monsters, the Footsies monsters. Psycho style. You already know as soon as he says Psycho style. So arguments were already being started even before I made this video about this character, guys. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? Dan has always sucked. He was good in like one game or something like that nobody actually played. Don't lie to me, guys. None of you guys played Alpha 1, and don't try to tell me weird shit like Dan is good in Alpha 2 or something. Anyway, okay, so he's got the Dan kicks. He got a real damn, that fireball is whack. Okay, Laura has a better fireball than Dan. I'm already worried. Oh, he looks whack, like he's supposed to look. So tell me the truth, guys. When you see Dan, all right, tell me the real truth in your heart, okay? Okay, what move was that? That was cool. He did like a flex after. Anyway, tell me the truth, all right? Do you think this is a waste of a slot, or do you think, hell yeah, Dan, cool? I'm gonna style on my friends by picking Dan and beating them and saying that I beat them with Dan. Don't lie to me, guys. Tell the truth. Okay, so his taunt is gonna be incorporated into the game. It's always incorporated into the game. It always sucks anyway. Don't lie to me, guys. Dan's gonna be trash. This ain't Alpha 1. Alright. Okay, so special guests. Actually, I like that Honda statue in the background. That one looks real dope. I definitely want to do that. Okay, Steve and Vicious. Damn, Vicious looks like he's been through some hard times. What is going on with that mustache, my guy? Are you okay, Vicious? Do you need help, bro? That means he's got a wild ass stash and a camouflage shirt on. I'm done. Vicious, what's going on, bro? At least they have nice mics.
We're going across the pond and getting players from all over the world, and I personally think this is going to be the best Street Fighter League.
So this is the part I'm confused about with Street Fighter League, guys. Help me out. Is it going to be online or is it going to be offline? This is the part that I'm not sure about.
I can smell the competition.
You can smell the competition, Steve. You can smell the sweat of what it's like at the FGC venue. Yeah, I can smell the competition of the homies that. Let me stop. Let me not go there. Anyway.
We're going to take it to the next level. Best in the world versus best in the world.
Oh, Phenom. Yes, he's beastly.
We've already seen a few of these matches and how they could
I always get excited for the young blood players, man. The future Street Fighter, Phenom.
All we can say that it's definitely been an incredible 2 seasons, but you already know it only gets better. Season 3 is coming out too real soon. We hope
it only gets better the way he says it. Like, I hope it gets better. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. All right, so what we got next? I'm still confused about that. That's cool that they said there's going to be a Street Fighter League again and that they're going to bring some of the best players back, but I'm still confused about whether it's online or offline. I guess it's going to be offline in some way or something. I don't even know.
We have some of the best talent.
All right, 6 teams, 18 players. So that's 3-on-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, Street Fighter League back in the building.
What's your feedback on the Street Fighter League, fellas? I'm not gonna lie to you. Personally, I watch it and I think it's cool as a concept, but I'm never like waking up like, man, I gotta watch the Street Fighter League, dog. I gotta really find out what happened. But then I see a lot of the people that do react like that. They treat it like a series and like, man, I gotta know what happens next week, you know, and who won this week and all that. Curious your thoughts, fellas. You could even give me a scale of 1 to 10, your thought on the league. I guess I'll give it like a 6.5. Leaning towards a 7. The production's pretty cool and stuff like that. It's just like I'm not 100% invested in it yet. Ooh, that teabag was cool though.
Everybody, move.
Oh, Mago with the ring, kiss the ring. The production's dope. I will give them that. This shit is sick. It definitely gets me hype. Thundersticks. All right. Props, man. CPT. If you compare it to like 10 years ago or whatever, when we were doing tournaments, CPT's definitely got that kind of that pro feel to it.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh shit, Kenny.
We love you. We respect
Oh my
you.
god,
We
they killed
appreciate
Kenny,
you.
you bastard.
But
Yo,
it's
that
time to
Nash
go.
statue's pretty
Ladies and
sick.
gentlemen, without any
He's got the
further ado, I
Nakali,
give you
he's
the
got the
greatest
Balrog.
Japanese, Canadian
Gi.
Street Fighter
That is
V
a big
player,
ass
probably
gi.
of all
Holy
time
shit.
in mankind's history. Yours truly.
I think I know that Oni statue. Isn't that from Connecticut or whatever it is? That Oni statue. Are they all Connecticut statues? They might all be Connecticut statues. I'm not sure.
Greatest tag team matches
Holy shit.
of all
Anyway,
time. To win
that shirt that he has is dope. Dan versus, is it Dan versus Kenny Omega? Okay, that's pretty tight.
the coveted Baki Championship. This year has been an emotional roller coaster ride.
Does anybody think that Kenny Omega and Maximilian are doppelgangers?
First and
Guys,
foremost,
Have you
with
ever thought
the inclusion
that
of Dan
to yourself?
to Street Fighter V.
By the way, guys, if you don't know who it is, you can tell in the background already. I'm not going to spoil it if you don't know, but you can tell in the background. I'll give you a hint. It's on the right side of the background who the new character is.
An official
Leave it to you guys to guess if you don't know
collaboration
yet.
with Hibiki, taking on yours truly, Kenny Omega, head-to-head in arcade action. But wait, there is more. You may have seen it on BTE. You may have seen it online. We are giving it to you at nerdsclothing.com.
Nerdsclothing.com.
CEO.
Definitely
Last year,
not
the
going
Young
there.
Bucks,
I'm
Kenny
just
Omega,
kidding.
cosplayed as 3 of your favorite Shotos, Ken, Ryu, Akuma.
I'm
That
just
moment
playing.
has been
I'm sorry, don't
immortalized
hate me, Cowcops.
in t-shirt fashion.
Oh, shit.
Check it out.
Okay, that does look pretty
Get
good.
it while you can.
It looks,
The Elite
bro.
versus
I
Team
swear, in the
Ryu,
artworks, especially
Akuma,
Kenny, it
also
might, it could be
available
Maximilian. They're
at nerdsclothing.com.
doppelgangers, bro. Except Max has like
I'd love to
longer
say
hair
there's
than
no more
Kenny.
news,
Kenny has shorter hair.
but you know how I operate. I didn't come here to waste your
They
time.
both have the
I don't
same
like
kind of
hearing the sound
passionate
of my own voice that
type of love for fighting
I want
games.
to give you people news, real news. You guys wanted more content. You wanted more announcements.
Who's my
I'm about to
doppelganger?
give
I
you-
wonder that now. Anyway,
I'm gonna give you another character announcement. Right here, right now. Yep, I am.
yo,
That's
that
right.
yoga flame,
Tell
I
you the
can't
next
stop
character.
looking at that. The
You
yoga
ready
flame,
for it? Here's
the
clue
yoga
number
flame in
one.
the background. That statue's ridiculous. It actually looks godlike.
This character is returning.
That artwork there is cool too. The one behind
Street Fighter
Geef with the
4.
Ken doing the tatsu up in the air
Have you
for no
figured it out
reason.
yet? No.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay,
Yo, what happened to
give me
the wind sound effect? Remember, it used to make the wind sound when
This
he would do the spin kick. They
character-
took that away from the game. I missed that.
originated in the
Tatsumaki
Alpha
sample.
series.
Who misses that?
Hmm? Getting warmer, are we?
Anyway.
All right, last clue. This is a big one. If you can't figure it out, my God. Look behind you. Somewhere in this background, I have decorated this room.
He's
With-
telling you.
The biggest clue, the most tell-all clue.
That just gives
It
it
just
all
gives it
away.
right away.
But it's pretty obvious. The funniest part, because all the other ones are characters, but then the thing that's a clue is not a character.
Street Fighter 4.
It's not even
Alpha
technically related to the
Somewhere in
game,
the
I
background.
guess. It just makes it so
Time's up.
obvious.
Returning to the cast. A new entry in Street Fighter 5.
Bro, he's drawing it out so well. Good job, Kenny.
I am
You did a
proud,
good job
happy,
drawing it
and
out.
excited to give to you someone you've all been asking
Kenny's a really
for.
good hype man. He was good in that one Cody thing that they did too. He was super good in that. No, not those girls. Not that guy. Hey,
Rose.
it's Rose. I guess that one was pretty obvious. You probably figured it out like 3 minutes into it or something, if
Rose is
that.
coming back to the Street
But,
Fighter series.
yep, it's Rose.
I look forward to more videos, content, trailers, etc., etc., etc. This is fitting to be a closing end for the Street Fighter V series.
Alright.
And until then,
So that's two of the
goodbye,
characters
good
so
night,
far,
all that
guys. It's
stuff.
Rose is
Until
one,
next
and the
time,
other one is
Yamasan,
Dan.
I leave
I'm not
this
gonna
in
lie to you.
capable hands.
Dan always
Thank you
sucks,
for
guys.
having me
Don't
here tonight.
front.
Until next time, see you soon. I'm
He's
Kenny
always
Omega,
whack.
signing
Don't lie to me. But Rose is super good. So you know that has a lot of potential. Yeah, so anyway, here's some of the artwork of Rose. They're going to show it off for you guys to take a peek. Here, I'm going to scroll back a little bit on this so you can see what I'm talking about. But they're going to show a little bit of what she looks like. And storyline-wise, she's going to be tied in with Manat, which makes sense because she's the one that taught Manat, or she's the master of Manat. Yep, cool. Alright. So Rose was one that was picked. So they're gonna go into it a little bit more and talk about Rose, like storyline wise and stuff like that. But to be honest, this part of it is like not as exciting as the announcement itself. So I kind of want to move on a little bit, fellas, and show you the next part of the announcement, because after this, there is a little more that they talk about. And so the next one, and this is the third one that's gonna be joining the series. This is the part where they announce it. But this one also is really cool, and this is one of the Third Strike monsters returning too. So I hope that you guys really like this one. And he's one of the ones that has the most potential with the V-trigger system, because even in original Third Strike, this character, he had a lot of like different styles of supers that he could use and stuff like that. So for this one, it's Oro, and he's back. And I'm not sure how much of this they actually show, because this part I haven't even seen yet. This is new even to me. But he's going to be in the art style SFV. I guess it's SFV, right? They're all going to be in the SFV art style. But I'm most excited for the idea of how V-Trigger will benefit him, because he's a character that with his supers, they really could change the dynamic of him a lot. And I'm sure that with the V-Trigger, they're going to do the same thing, and each super is going to let him do something crazy. I wonder if they'll try to give him unblockables or something weird like that. Oh, so he's also involved in the Manat story? That's cool, I guess. Okay, cool. Interesting. And he has a side story too. I see. He's the living fossil of the fighting world. The living fossil, Oro. Alright, so there is one more. There is one more thing that's in here before the end of the announcements, guys, and I want to show you that too before I talk about my reaction of everything. So here's the last one, and here's the part where they talk about it, but there's one last character that they choose to announce as well. And in fact, they've already promised, I believe, 5 characters in V, or Season V, so they did promise 5. In this announcement, there's 4 in total that are announced. This one's actually, I think, the most cool, I guess. I hope that this character ends up being good, because if this character sucks, then it'll be kind of a disappointment to a lot of people who probably, like, from a fanboy standpoint, really want to see this character. But it's Akira. Hey, I actually like this character because, you know me, spooky and skulls and stuff like that. She has the one super where she like throws a skull at you, so I think that's kind of cool. Anyway, no idea what this character's gonna play like. I mean, Rival Schools is kind of weird as far as a game. Like, there's like side steps in that game. There's like straight up launchers, like you do a down forward heavy punch and it does a launcher in that game straight up, right? A lot of weird stuff like that. So as a character, maybe she'll be one kind of like Lucia, where like she'll just have a unique style and she'll have things that only she can do, like how Lucia has the command run or something like that. So maybe the stance, you know how she has the stances? I could see that being a V-trigger, where she's in a V-trigger, ha, ha, ha. I go into all the stances, and that wouldn't even be too unlike what Seth has. So yeah, Akira also has a stage coming, by the way, guys, which is another thing that they've announced. And the last part that I want to show you is that at the end, I believe they show the schedule of what's being released. So anyway, guys, as far as the release schedule of what's going to come and when it's going to come, I'm not going to lie to you. I was really excited for the announcements until I saw this. And then, my hype kind of went down the toilet a little tiny bit, if not more than a little tiny bit. But wow, it is a long wait for everything except Dan. And that disappoints me personally, because Dan, this character's not going to change the meta. And there's going to be 3 guys out there like, fuck yeah, I got my Dan to beat up on my friends. And everybody else is going to be like, this is a waste of a slot. My opinion, I guess. But, at the same time, storyline-wise, Dan is always around. He's always tied into, like, Sakura's story. He was tied into Sagat's story a while back and stuff like that. So I could see that. Spring 2021 until we see Rose. So, that Dan better last you a while, my friend. That Dan better last you a hot minute. We'll see what happens. But then Oro and Akira are going to come next summer. And then in fall, we have one more character, question mark. We don't even know who it is. and we have some other stuff too coming up as well. So, you know, props to the Capcoms. I thought these announcements were pretty cool. It was fun to see, especially Aura and Akira. Those were two that I personally am excited for. I want to see what they're going to do in the Street Fighter V system, and if they're going to be good or not, I guess. I'm not excited about the release schedule. I know that COVID and everything, but the release schedule also makes me wonder, because they announced Season V kind of at the last minute. They weren't just like, hey, you know, we're in there with this. They were just like, hey, we're gonna do this because people seem to like it. So that still makes me wonder if they're working on something else in the pipeline, and you know, they're diverting some of those resources to this because they want to, you know, keep 5 going and please the fans while they're working on what they're working on. Who knows? Because, you know, PS6 is coming real soon. The next era of consoles and everything else is coming as well. So who knows what else they're working on down the pipeline. That being said, you know, we'll see what happens with Dan. We'll see what happens with everybody else. And peace out, fellas. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tonight for next level Battle Circuit. Make sure to tune in where we'll talk some more about all the updates too. And good luck to all the players today. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Peace out.